Well, now to a story that has stunned all of us here tonight. It's with great sorrow that we announce that a member of our 12 News family has died. Phoenix News legend and longtime 12 News anchor Kent Dana passed away earlier today. He died peacefully, surrounded by his loved ones. He was 80 years old.
Kent delivered the news in the Valley for 30 years, 25 of them right here at 12 News. He was a fixture in family homes, covering some of the biggest stories of our time. And in many ways, Kent's life reflected the heart and soul of the state that he loved.
You know, we always refer to our 12 News family here, but in Kent's case, it's also his actual family, as his son Joe has carried on his legacy. Tonight, Joe looks back on his father's incredible life.
This is 12 News Tonight.
Good evening, I'm Kent Dana.
If there was ever a household name in Phoenix News,
Hundreds of Vietnam vets in Arizona.
it was Kent Dana. He grew up right along with our state.
Arizona is now number 10.
Born in 1942, when the Valley was less than 5% of the population it is today, Kent lived in a modest house near Central and Thomas, where a water tank for cattle served as the family swimming pool. The third of 7 kids, Kent was already finding ways to deliver the news as a paperboy. He developed early a lifelong love for Arizona's lakes and the White Mountains, returning to them often with family and friends for an escape. As a boy, to his mom's delight, Kent won the Mr. Little Arizona pageant, foreshadowing his future in the spotlight. Always an entertainer, Kent played the accordion as a child. A few years ago, he confessed to me why he picked it up in the first place.
My father had a Western band on his TV show. The accordion player was this 20-something, very beautiful woman. I'm the only person I know that ever took accordion lessons.
That's why you lug out the accordion every now and then.
Oh.
It was a woman who inspired you.
That's right.
A natural leader, he led pep rallies at West High School, where he graduated in 1960.
What was it like for you to follow your dad's footsteps?
You know, it was kind of accidental. That wasn't my first choice. But once I got started in it, I really enjoyed it.
The visitors are to continue.
It was Kent's father, my grandfather, Joe Dana, who inspired him to pursue broadcasting in college and beyond, something Kent discussed in his later years.
And when they started a variety show on Channel 5, our family didn't have any money. And so we had to go out and buy a TV so we could watch Dad.
From Channel 12, Arizona's leading news station, this is Action News.
Good evening, I'm Kent Dana.
By the late 1970s, Kent became a fixture on the local news, his career spanning more than 3 decades. He won awards and Emmys along the way. His proudest accomplishments, though, did not involve accolades, like his initiative to enhance the Silent Witness program to help police catch criminals. Not long ago, our own Mark Curtis discussed with my dad the legacy he leaves.
And about 400 miles to the north.
When I see you, I still recognize you as the dean of 12 News.
Well, it's an honor. It really is an honor. You know, besides the fact that my son is in the business, my dad was also in the business. He was a radio announcer for years and years. Something my dad told me, and I think I passed it on. Take your work seriously, just don't take yourself seriously.
They say this is made from very exotic clay that's mined in the hills miles from here. Feels an awful lot like plain old mud.
Are there any particular stories that you look back on? I mean, you covered so many for so long.
As you mentioned, we are live in the convention hall. They're already calling this Ronald Reagan's convention.
And the Martin Luther King holiday question. And welcome to the 4th 12 News Town Hall Live.
You know, the one that probably had the most impact on me was the Oklahoma City bombing.
Many people brought their children. They want them to learn from this.
I just want to teach her about hate.
Good evening. And I'm guessing that Wednesday's Child, which you started here years ago and still continues to this day, was something that you're really proud of.
You know, it was the highlight of my week.
His next portrait should be with a new family.
What do you miss most about the business?
It's just coming down here every day and being with fun people and being around stories that are new and fresh and happening right now.
Now, as you can tell, my hair's a little lighter and I'm a little older.
Those who worked with Kent will tell you it was his quick laugh and his easygoing demeanor that made him special.
News station.
What's very special about Kent Dana was his sense of humor. He was always very positive, and I felt that we were doing something that we loved, to communicate information that was good for the people that we love.
And who could forget that jacket? The one he wore every Christmas on air, a tradition I revived in his honor.
This jacket first made its appearance on 12 News way back in 1978.
Kent leaves behind his wife, Janet, of 42 years, their 2 children, 4 children from his first marriage, and 13 grandchildren. Always a public figure, at home, he was always our biggest fan. As his son, I got the sense over the years that my dad just got a kick out of being the news guy in the community he called home. It was that simple. And he always felt privileged to fulfill the role of storyteller.
To the younger generation of the broadcast community, and I know there are a lot of you here tonight, I want to say this. We all know that TV newsrooms are changing. Despite the changes, some things never change. The ability to know what a good story is and to tell a good story, and that hasn't changed at all.
Joe Dana, 12 News.